Hey everybody, this is Steve with Three Fat Truckers with my co-hosts Dave and Bill. How we doing, fellas?
Fantastic.
Oh, better now. We just visited the little boys' room, and it's like, wow.
Been holding that one in
That
for a
one's
minute,
been a
have
while.
Dave, you know that's a felony, don't you?
I know.
Man holding a little boy's pecker.
I know,
Okay,
but
okay,
I had to go. So sometimes you just.
Well,
gotta
after
do
that
it.
being said, we'll just move right into here.
Right.
Hey, we're down here at Louisville at the Match 2023 Truck Show, and we got sitting with us right now is Christopher Ivy. How we doing, Chris?
Doing pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Hey, says Stewart Moving and Storage. Is that who we working for now?
Yeah, that's who I lease my truck.
Well, it
on,
says
man.
Wannabe Trucker
Yeah,
LLC
that's
on there,
my
so
LLC, so I mean, I'm
yeah.
trying to hit the big time.
Wanna be trucker? Well, you can have my truck. I don't care. I'm ready to retire.
I can only drive one at a time,
that's
Dave. I
true.
mean,
I don't know.
gotta
I hear
hire a
guys on.
driver and-
Yeah,
I hear guys on the CB trying to drive more than one truck at a time sometimes, but they're always
What the
cussing
heck
somebody.
What's wrong with you? That's what a turn signal's for.
there's some guys that can't even drive one truck at a time.
Yes, sir.
They got
So
manuals.
we're in the bed bugging business here, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been doing it all my life. It's about the only freight I've ever hauled.
Really? Never got into the grocery or general?
No, I mean,
Grocery's terrible.
well, the problem with household goods is it's like it's crazy busy in the summer. The money's good, everything, but that only lasts about like 3, maybe 4 months. And the
Yeah.
rest, I mean, we're just down there schlepping it with everybody else trying to make a dollar.
Stealing our work.
I hear you. So where are you based out of?
I'm based out of Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia.
Yep.
Are you running all 48, are you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I mean, we have certain lanes we stick to. So,
Sure,
I mean, yeah,
sure.
I can do all 48, but typically I go,
you got a regular route there?
yeah, from the East Coast, we either do Southern
How many
California.
damn times that guy gonna move if you got a regular route?
Well, I mean,
Move him in, move him out. Move him in, move him out.
So our company does all military. So
Oh,
military
there you go.
Does a lot
I didn't say
of
that.
a lot of traffic.
I thought
so-
you was moving some
So
more
East
slop
Coast,
in
you
and out
move
of his
people out of
house.
D.C. and down
yeah,
Virginia and
DC.
everything. Yeah.
We have 12 locations in 5 states, all the way from Delaware down to Florida.
Okay.
And that covers a significant amount of military.
You got to
bases.
go
Well,
through
we
them
know-
nasty ports when you got to have.
Uh,
Oh man,
I don't want to
had to
talk
do
about
that a couple
so
times.
you got your DAC card and the TWIC
actually, I
card
don't
and all
have
that
a
good?
TWIC card or anything.
Really?
We go on to military bases. That's the funny thing. All these military bases are different. You would
Oh, yeah.
think they would streamline it,
Mm-hmm.
but they all have
That's
their own.
because it's government run.
Any-
Exactly.
You know how that
Go
is.
here,
Wasn't
take
that
a card.
something
I
called an
tell all the guards, I'm
oxymoron
like,
about?
Hey, there's an easier way to do this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But they've all got their own protocol and how what information they want and how they're going to go through the process of letting you on the base. And
well,
I'm so appreciative.
Well, you said
Like, go and get your driver's license. You never
Exactly.
know what crappy line you're gonna get stuck in.
and
yeah, and then you wait in line, and then you get up to the front,
I'm sorry, we're closed. We're going to
Yeah.
line 6.
or oh, you don't have the right information.
yeah,
Go get what you need
go
and
in,
get back in
come
line.
back in.
Well,
yeah.
I hauled some military stuff one time. We hauled some ammunition right here out of Kentucky Bluegrass Army Depot, and just to get in and out of that place, I mean they would fingerprint you. They look in your truck, under your truck. I mean they checked it out, and they wanted to know everything about you before you even got in there to get loaded.
yeah.
You know they
And
did.
then
this-
once you got loaded, you had the same thing on the exit part of it. And then when you got to where you delivered, I mean, they knew who your kids were before you got
Right.
there.
They would probably wanted to do the whole process over
Exactly.
again.
You know
Exactly.
what? They do that same joke with the big mouse. I went in and out, haul stuff in and out of Disneyland. And they do the same thing.
Big
Mirrors
mouse.
under the truck, dogs come around. I mean,
I hear
they
ya.
will not let you in with the mouse.
Yeah.
It's like
Yep.
going into a fort.
But you guys move military quite a bit, and the military, they're always moving people
yeah,
around
they're always
nonstop,
moving people.
aren't
See,
they?
that would make more sense. I can't think of this poor slob gets 1 week in his house and you come move him again. He got to move back to the next time. But
I wish I could actually get more time at home, but they'll send me out to Southern California, up to the Northwest, and I'll have a 3-day layover here, maybe have to wait a day there to get
Right,
something
right,
loaded
right.
or delivered, however the scheduling works. Then I get home, and because that's where we're based out of, and we have so much work there, they want to load me up and ship me off again. So I
Oh, I hear ya.
gotta call my dispatcher up and be like, hey, I'm going to take a couple days.
yeah. I'm going to
Now-
take a couple.
now are you
had 2-day layover up there. Well, yeah, but it wasn't at home.
Exactly.
My chores are at home.
Be kind of nice to do some laundry.
Yeah.
Are you pushing a big old monster sleeper on a truck? Most bed buggers,
No.
they usually they got their house with them. I mean, are you running a regular truck there?
Yeah, I
sleeper
got
size,
a
or
W900 with a studio sleeper. So
studio. Okay.
bigger than most, but
Yep.
not. I got some buddies that got them large cars.
Got the
and
200 inches.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have the studio, but
Oh.
Yeah.
They're nice, but
Oh yeah.
they comes with a price tag too. So.
Oh yeah. We had one. Well, we got one there where they still work.
we got
Two
now.
studios was 86-inch with the couch in it, and
It's a
great
good
truck.
size.
A great truck. I mean, yeah.
They don't turn worth a darn, but
Oh no.
We struggle with weight a lot in our
Yeah, they're heavy.
little niche.
well,
too.
with household goods, we're light. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, yeah.
the heaviest I've been is like 78 grand gross.
Oh, you could have hauled it with your truck.
Probably.
I don't know why you need
And
3
that was
axles on
heavy.
it, but you could have hauled it.
Yep.
That was the only problem. Your truck didn't have a big enough sleeper.
60-inch flat top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the way the flat tops look, though.
I had a 2018 389 with with 800 cat in it,
Yeah.
quad axle, because we pulled low boy heavy stuff. So yeah.
Nice.
tugboat motor in that.
Yeah, it was a Marine C15. Yeah, it was.
You didn't even have to do anything. That thing would just motor on down
When
the
you
road.
popped the hood, there wasn't nothing under it but a motor and a turbo. No extra hoses, wires, no
Right.
computer. Yeah.
Radiator cap.
Hell yeah.
The beauty of simplicity.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
now they've gone and made them all complicated, and
Yeah, I got one of them.
that's what
You got to have a PhD. You got to have a PhD to.
Computer lab.
Yeah.
right
To
exactly.
fill the window washer.
They're like, let me fix your truck. You walk up
Not
there with
only
a
that,
laptop.
when things go wrong, it's just because of the complexity.
Oh
Involved.
yeah.
Well, and God forbid you break down on the side of the road. I mean,
Yeah, you're.
You know what it's like to find a canoodle wire on the
Canoodle-doodle.
computer hooked to the exhaust muffler?
that's why they want it.
It's right on the
Why they
wiper
wanna
bearing.
charge you like $4 or $5 grand. We'll just
Yeah.
replace the whole harness.
Just to come out there and tell me, hey, your fuse is blown.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Except they won't tell you that. They'll
No,
tell
they
you
just do
something
it.
else. and
Right. They probably know what's wrong with it before they come out. But they're like, oh, we.
We got to go get
Got
parts.
another one of these.
Hold on.
Now, do you got a helper or a co-driver or just a helper
Nope.
at all to help you?
I got me and my dog in the truck, and then I'll hire crews.
Do you,
wherever I
okay,
go.
you hire help. I was gonna
Yeah.
say one guy carrying a couch ain't that good usually.
Yeah, no, not usually.
I don't think
I've,
he-
I've tried it before. It's
I don't
not
think he
fun.
can carry a couch anymore. Kind of getting up there with us.
Oh,
I don't know, that old dog you had probably could. That sucker.
That dog took my thumb off yesterday.
Hey,
I give
You
him
tasted
my
like a
last-
hot dog.
I give him my last bite of my hot dog, and he got a little extra.
Well,
he
do
was,
you
he
do
was
you
still
step up
talking
there?
about that hot dog this morning.
Huh?
He was still talking about that hot dog.
He was still talking about that. Got
Do you
donuts
step up there
now.
and work with them guys then when you're
Yeah.
when you deliver.
You know what he does? Because I kind of know the moving business a little bit. He folds blankets. He stands there.
He's
and
putting his
folds
stuff away
blankets.
as they're carrying.
He points to where he wants.
I
stuff.
don't just fold blankets.
Oh,
I
Okay.
hang my rubber bands up.
Okay,
too.
yeah, I know there was another one.
Yeah,
There's
strap that stuff to
yeah.
the wall.
Oh, that's them
Those
boys.
blankets are important, by God. You gotta get them folded right and stacked in
My
the right
good-
order.
Hey,
My
These
good
things take
friend
time.
owned the North American. What is it called? American.
North American
Yeah, North American van.
van lines.
Yeah.
He was his son, and he had the distribution center for Fort Wayne. So
Right.
I would go help him do office moves all the time. So we go over, and I said, "So what do you do when you move equipment? Fold blankets. I hire all them people to carry stuff. Fold the blankets, and like you said, hang the straps.
right.
That's
Well,
all I
what's
do.
funny
Now, do
is
you-
then they'll be like, hey, driver, you're not going to help?
I folded the blankets.
Right, I'm keeping this stuff cleaned up for you. You don't want to
Man.
be tripping over this, do you?
Now, do you have a regular bed bugger trailer where
Yeah. So I have a spread axle.
high cube and everything, and
Yeah, I just
doors
got
on both
into a spread
sides?
Axle,
Oh, spread.
triple drop.
Are you running toolboxes between your spread then underneath there for room,
No,
or
it's flat floor all the way in the back.
running
it's
what?
really
Running
high
like
cube.
19.5
It's got
tires on it,
No,
the short
it's
ones?
got 22.5s,
Does it?
but
Okay.
it's got the four big wheel well
Wheel well fender
boxes
So-
inside the
inside.
trailer.
Okay, gotcha.
So they're
gotcha.
they're a little bit finicky to load around and.
Now, is your back door with a big ramp and everything folds down, or
It's a
regular barn
swing
door,
door.
swing door?
and then the
Your
trailer.
bumper pull out.
Yeah, I got the pull out on
You
the
got
back.
the pull out bumper.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but the in the back, the floor's only about 18, 20 inches off the ground,
Yeah.
and then in the middle of the trailer, that floor is only about 10 inches off the ground.
How about where it steps up for your fifth wheel up there in the
Oh,
front?
now that's another story. That's like
is,
four.
is that a
4
ramp
foot.
where you got to
Oh,
put
yeah.
a ramp in there to go up and down too?
Yeah, I mean, I look like a beach whale trying to get up there because I
I
can't
can just
just
imagine
jump
Dave
up there
then.
like I used to. You kind of got to
Get a
slide
little
up
swing.
there.
Hey, long as I can stand up there and fold the blankets, I'm good.
Yep, that's all you got to do.
Now you be snuggling up in them up there,
I've done
taking a
that
nap.
before. I have a couple of them at the house, matter of fact. So
Was that where Riley's blankets went?
Right? They had some. I got them from North America.
I used so many of them. We used to wrap equipment with them things.
Oh, yeah.
On the corners, sharp ends where you had tarp
I can't
stuff.
tell you how
You were
many
all
people
newest.
come up. Hey, can I get one of them blankets from you? No.
no,
I've seen them on where we used to strap them down up on the front of the flatbed under one strap, and you look on the side of the road and I'd see blankets laying everywhere. I'm like, well, somebody broke a strap and lost them all.
Yeah, I've done that. Or what's worse, I'll be stacking them up, and they're sitting there just fine.
Perfect,
right?
yeah.
I turn around, and the thing comes in. Now I got to
Hard
restack
again.
the whole darn thing. At least they're folded, though.
that's the truth.
Well, yeah.
How you guys doing?
So what do you guys haul mostly?
Scrap, new products, heavy equipment. We do a lot for the recycling business. Stone. We have roll-off trucks, dump trucks,
Nice.
roll-off trailers,
Flatbed, step decks,
gooseneck.
low
like you
boys,
guys got a lot going on.
The only thing
dovetail.
we don't have is livestock, I think. Is that about
Nope.
The only thing we
And
don't have is
tanker.
drivers.
Well, if the bed bugging thing doesn't work out for me, then I know who to call.
You can come over and
We have
got
an
it-
we can
assortment.
get you
We
a
have a
job
job
screaming
for you.
out
Yeah,
the window
there you
as we drive by.
Right.
Yeah, you won't even have to stop. We can get you an application and drive by.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fill it out. Time you get around back in park, you'll be ready to go.
Right.
So,
Yep. No, I quit a year ago, and these guys are still at it. I had enough. I did a low boy hauling heavy equipment stuff.
Right.
And most of the stuff is usually within like a tri-state area.
Right.
But they branch out to some longer places, like Dave will do California and Nevada once in a while.
we have a
Yeah,
couple
see-
dedicated customers.
Yeah.
I got you.
That we.
Yeah.
I was always fascinated with lowboy RGN stuff. Like, I just
It's different. You never know what you're going to get into.
exactly, and
And
I think that's what I like about it because I've never seen the same thing.
The worst part about it was when you had to get permitted and waiting on permits, or you get the permit and the person that gave you the dimensions of the piece you're picking up was wrong and the permit's wrong.
Right.
You got to wait again to get another permit, and then you got restrictions as far as runtime for daylight hours, curfews, and here we would get paid by the hour. So you only had in the summertime, you got 18 hours a daylight kind of deal.
Right.
Wintertime, you might have 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of sitting and waiting, or
Yeah,
go
we're-
like hell for that 4 hours to
one
get
of
as
the-
far
Right,
as you
exactly.
can without
We're one of the
stopping
few rare companies that drive over the road and get paid by
by the hour.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was always fascinated with it. I never wanted to, I've thought about getting out of household before, but I never just wanted to haul freight and bump docks. I still want to do something where I can physically, work the load, work the freight.
Yep.
And that just always fascinated me. I just always thought that was cool.
Go
Set it over here.
running around. Look at that young lady. She makes you look good.
She's on your.
Whoa.
We're
Hey,
picking
I
you
thought
up.
that was impossible.
She's fitted right in behind you. Everybody's now looking up, not looking at you. Camera's on her.
Look at the top right corner of the screen, folks.
Yeah, you are on camera.
Oh, you're good.
You still are. Oh shoot! But yeah, I can remember when I was a kid, helped my mom and her husband. They did started out at North American like in the early '70s, and they ended up over at Atlas and stuff. And
Yeah.
and I can remember when I was a kid, I'd always ride with them because I was in the trucks and stuff, and you'd help move furniture, and the old man would pay you cash for helping and stuff, and he wouldn't hire nobody. We both do it,
Oh, yeah.
and by the end of the day, your ass was whipped.
Oh,
Just 2 of us, and we delivered a lot in Chicago where you'd bring it in an elevator, go up 20, 30 floors in some
oh, yeah.
skyscraper.
You got to handle it 3 or 4
and
times.
You'd get there, and it'd be a brand new couch, and it wouldn't fit through the door, and the old lady that owned it says, well, can't you just cut the legs off?
Right.
Like, no, ma'am.
No,
You
I
end
mean,
up you
can
taking
cut the legs off.
we would end up taking the whole door jamb apart just to fit it in, and then put her door jamb back together.
I
and
had
stuff.
I had a job one time. I moved these people into a place in New Hampshire, and they had this old tiny farmhouse, and I couldn't get the truck anywhere near it. So I was down at this church parking lot, and so we're bringing everything up, and all they had inside was a spiral staircase.
Oh my goodness!
So you could carry some small boxes up there, But
Yeah. You
dressers,
wasn't carrying
beds,
furniture,
all that
no.
stuff, you couldn't do anything.
You had to
I'm-
go outside through the window.
Exactly.
Yep,
So I'm out there
yep.
scratching my head like, how in the hell are we going to get this stuff up through that window? So I called the company. They got it all approved. I had a rental company bring out one of those telescoping forklifts.
Yep.
Yeah, Lowell. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just took some plywood and laid it across the forks, and we brought everything out in the yard and staged it.
That's pretty
And I
good.
just sat there and we just up and down, had the window out upstairs, and we got everything moved in.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that will wear and tear on a guy's body trying to deliver that. So.
Everybody was happy they didn't have to climb them stairs, but they didn't like the idea of being on that plywood going up and down.
I imagine.
So we would have one guy down, and he'd load it up, and I'd raise it up nice and slow, and then we had one guy up in the thing pulling the stuff off and into the room.
Sort of like watching the old Coyote Roadrunner where they
Yeah,
got the thing out the window with the rope on it.
It was easy for me because all I had to do was work my joystick. I didn't even have to pull a bank.
I nothing. I love it.
Well, hey, Chris, thank you for stopping by, taking some
I
time out of your
appreciate
day today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show here. Appreciate you stopping
I
by.
appreciate what you guys are doing, and you guys.
We just try and make the time go by on the road a little easier.
Yeah.
Especially them guys that get out there and sit and drive for 300-400 miles and don't stop, and it gets monotonous down the road. It's nice to.
We all relate to it.
Yep.
We do it,
Yeah,
and we know
exactly.
if we can take 5 minutes and laugh about it, it's all you can do. So.
Well, and that's a good thing. I listen to podcasts all the time, but
Oh, yeah.
it's hard to find a lot of good trucking content, which
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I'm into.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I'm a
Some
fan
of-
now.
I listen to some and they get a little too technical, and then there's other ones we listen to.
Right. Or
And-
they're not drivers, but they may be servicing the trucking industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're talking over your head, and it's
Yeah.
crazy. But
It's like
Well, hey,
back
Chris.
to the canoodle valve.
Appreciate you stopping by today.
appreciate it, Steve. Thanks.
Have a good
Dave.
day.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
You guys take it easy.
Thank you.
You too.